Hi guys, my name is Mac and I just finished my first year as a pre-med, so I thought it's a perfect time to make a video to explain my GPA coming into college, my current GPA, and my purpose of this channel. So I decided to start this channel about 7 to 8 months ago when it was my first quarter as a pre-med, and at the time I decided to record my journey from my first quarter until I graduate, apply to med school, and hopefully and eventually become a doctor. So now I just finished my first year, almost all my grades are up, so it's a perfect time to share my grades and my GPA with you guys. And I decided to do that in a way like to motivate myself and to work harder, because like I'm gonna share my GPA, I'm gonna share my grades, so this way I'll be more motivated to have a better GPA, better scores to share. And let's get to it, guys. Hope you guys like it. So I moved from Syria to the United States about 4 years ago when I was a sophomore in high school. At the time I didn't speak any English and the school chose all my classes for me. In my junior year I was able to take some better classes, some AP classes. Then in my senior year my English got much better, that I was able to take 4 AP classes in 1 year. This helped me get like a higher GPA and increase my chance in getting into a better university. I applied to 4 universities with a GPA of 4.2. So I applied to UCLA, UC Irvine, UC Riverside, and UC San Diego. I was accepted into UC Riverside and UC San Diego, and I was rejected from Irvine and LA. I decided to go to UC Riverside since it's the closest to my house and I'm the only person who speaks English at home, so I am always needed around my parents. Other than that, I went to my first year, I took the classes, I made some mistakes that I wish I didn't make, and now I'm gonna give you some advice about the mistakes that I made so you guys can avoid these mistakes. So my first year of college, my first quarter, I took 20 units, which is the maximum a freshman can take. I did really well. I got like straight A's, I got 1 A minus in philosophy, and ended the quarter with like 3.9 GPA. I felt like I can do this. I'll just keep taking 20 units at a time. I'll try to finish earlier and finish in 3 years instead of 4. In my second quarter, I took 19 units. It did not work out. I decided to take biology 1, chemistry 2, and English and another class all at once. I did not understand that biology is a mix of English and science. It has a lot of vocabulary, it has just like a lot of English, and it takes a lot of time. And English as well, as I told you earlier, English is my second language. Essays are not my best thing. Reading books take forever, and I just wasn't ready for it. However, me being ignorant about that, I just took all these classes at once and did poorly in these classes. I got a C+ in biology, I got a B+ in chemistry, I got B in English, then I got A in my Indian American songs. So in 1 quarter, I got my first B and my first C in my life. So I was upset about that, I was sad, and I said I'm gonna fix that next quarter. But me being me, I decided to take 20 units again, and I said I can do this. I'm just gonna study all the time, I'm not gonna waste 1 minute, and I got this. So I took the classes again. I decided to take biology 2, chemistry 3, differential equations, English 2, and honors class all at once. It didn't turn out that bad, but I know I could have done better if I didn't spread myself that thin and just like took less classes and spent more time on these classes. So I ended up with a B in bio, a B+ in chemistry, an A+ in math, and an A in my honors class. And my English grade is not up yet, but I think I'm gonna end up with a B too. So this is my first year, and I know for a fact that next year I'm gonna take less classes. I'm gonna study more for these classes, so I'm gonna study like the same amount that I studied for my third quarter, but with less classes. I'm gonna try to not spread myself too thin, I'm gonna try to understand everything deeply and just like read as much as possible, study as much as possible, and avoid the mistakes that I made my first year. So advice to all of you guys who are going to college, especially pre-med, your first year, even if you have never gotten a B in your life, just take 3 classes, don't take more than 15-16 units your first or second quarter. Just give yourself the time and see how you can do it. A week before midterm is not enough. You need to have like full understanding of the material if you're aiming to get A's in your classes. So I ended my first quarter with a 3.9 GPA. I ended my second quarter with a 3.17 GPA. My third quarter was a 3.6 GPA. And now my overall GPA is 3.5. That's after my first year. So I'm aiming to work harder next quarter. I'm gonna take biology 3 and English 3 during the summer, and I'm hoping to get better scores in these classes. I'm aiming to get A's in the classes, and as well I'm gonna try to volunteer at a hospital, and I'm trying to get into a research lab in the summer so I can invest my time and get prepared to apply to med school in the future. Being pre-med is a lot of responsibility, and you always need to keep in mind that you need to keep a high GPA, you need to be active in your community, you need to volunteer, you need to do research, and I did not do that my first year. You can take your time for your first year, study and focus on your GPA. Your second year you can start looking for a research position, you can start volunteering, do stuff. Try to give yourself the time that you need for the classes just to adjust and be able to succeed and get better scores and eventually get into medical school. Okay guys, so this is the end of my first year. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Although I wasn't very satisfied with my scores, I'm just gonna try to work harder, keep my grades up. I'm gonna use all my grades as motivation to work even harder. And in the future, I'm going to be making new videos about college life, college advice, and I'll keep you guys updated with my GPA and my scores. And I would like to invite you all to join my journey, subscribe to my channel. We can all work hard together and be a house of learning doctors, and I'll see you guys next time.